Now return to Let's Play Cities Skylines. At least the amusement park is litter-free, that's good. Okay, so, a couple things. First things first, we're going to completely redo this area out here, and I'm going to pause specifically so that we don't have issues with it and all that demand going elsewhere. Why does it have to keep asking me that? This is not a mistake. I am hitting these things for a purpose. As usual, in fact, I think we'll just go ahead and get rid of that. We'll just eliminate this as a district and go ahead and leave that. So now I need to see the resources. Okay, we're getting awfully close here to that mountain, but that will be the boundary. And we will just go ahead and flatten. In fact, let's go ahead and pull you back a bit more. Flatten everything to this level. Just so we don't have to deal with this crap anymore. I don't really want to make a cliff here. Shrink it back just a tad. Alright. So we will come back in here with the road that we are going to freehand. That's all right. Just a little tiny bit of jank in there. There, good enough. Alright. So, at the end of this is where we're going to put in... I don't even remember where the damn thing is anymore. Petroleum refinery. Let's get that as close to the mountain possibly as possible here. Okay, except for this, but we'll do a lot of the fixing later. Okay, then we're gonna have is it just me or did that shrink back? I guess I maybe just put this in incorrectly. We're basically going along the ridge, like last time. To about here, come straight down there, and we just gotta come into here. A little bit further, a little bit further still. There you go. Okay. And then on this side, we may or may not have to do what I had there before. Okay, let's put in the home office first. Industrial main building. Where is the road? Let's connect it right to there. Now let's have that moved over just a bit so it lines up. God damn it, why? Looks like right up just a little bit more. Makes it very difficult to tell. There. Okay, now you got that intersection there, it all adds up. Then we're gonna go back to, we have the little workers' barracks here. Just need to be, it looks like it's going down a hill. I would kind of like this to actually close off there, so why don't we not do that? And instead, okay, now see, there's another problem here. If I'm going to make that back route like I did before, I'm going to actually need this to come out this way. So as much as I like the look of that, we're going to move you again, and then we're going to preemptively just make a bunch of road out here, and it's not going to go extend this far, but we'll finesse it. Okay. We will put the worker barracks behind. We'll put the maintenance building. Got to be shitting me. That looked janky even as I was putting it down. What is wrong with this game? Fine, good enough. Okay. So we got the maintenance building down. Now we need to do all those other buildings again. Let's see, what were they? Not the offshore drilling. These are actually pretty tiny. That's better. These produce plastic. I'll put 2 of those down. The waste oil, okay, I mean we could do... That's big. There you go there. Does fit, and I think we will just go ahead and say that, yeah, that's a good crossover point right there. And I'm not going to be overly concerned this time round about whether whether we're overproducing or not. It just doesn't really matter. As long as it's producing, I'm happy. So, what else? I guess we can put down 1 of each. This is a cavern. We don't want the cavern. So the naphtha cracker plant, that was pretty big. I could almost squeeze that in there, but too bad. That. Wait a minute. Do we already have one of these? Waste oil refining plant. What does this do? Plastics. Plastics. Okay. We do need lots of plastics. The rest of this is just crude oil. I'm sure the workers love living next to that, so maybe we can compromise a little bit. You are kidding me. Alright. Put that there. Could I find a better place for the workers' barracks? I don't know. For now, I think that does the ticket. And then, of course, we need the actual extractors. Put something like that in. And, you know, of course, that's a big ol' everything in there. Too big, really, for what we need, but that's fine. Okay, smooth. Can we smooth you? Can we pull you? There. God damn it. Pick the right thing, please. That is not helpful. That isn't helpful either. Jesus Christ. How far out do I have to go to actually make it smooth properly? So damn finicky. Whatever, good enough. Let's get that fence down, and let's be done with this. We can actually let this go now. Don't touch the fence. Actually, you know what? We could maybe use that. No, we can't. So if I bring this out just a little bit to connect up there. There, and then just say screw it and go diagonal. Sure, whatever. Alright, and this will just now simply be the gas company, and then we will extend Harbor Heights out here and make Harbor Heights big part of that, and then let's come back in here, grab that, a little bit smaller adjustment perhaps. Actually, let's just get it to where it needs to be. If we have to extend, we can. I doubt we will. And now there is this mess to take care of. Just wait and see. Be a little faster. Okay, everybody's got their stuff now. Okay, so now that Harbor Heights is out there, now this is where we want to come back in, and we want to do the space planning, we want to do the filter waste. Industry 4.0, I think we'll just hang on to. We may or may not need it. And then, of course, we're going to have to wait and see how the garbage treats all this. 'Cause that's a big deal. Possible to move this over? It is. And then we can put in another workers' barracks, increasing efficiency and moving that along. it should be getting what it needs, and then of course we got to fix all the horrifying stuff that I did out here to the end. And I think this is just going to have to look like we tore into it, because it is. And what the hell happened here? Oh, whatever. Stuck on the stupid refinery. That's okay, I guess. Not hurting anything. Okay, now, what else are we doing? A few other things here. Is this back on? That is back on. In fact, I could almost... Let's turn it off before I forget. It's at a decent level. It will be bone dry by the end of this episode. What else did I forget? Right, Academic Library. Academic Library is hiding in one of these things. It's one of the things I forgot to put into my city. We'll put it down here. It's a little bit far away from the rest of the campus. However, it's got a very massive coverage range that is really actually mostly wasted. It would really be better to put down here, but I mean, we want it to still look like it's part of campus. So it shall be. And speaking of doing terrible things to the terrain, I mean, that's quite the drop, quite the climb to get up into there. But frankly, okay, you know what? As I am not one to be too averse to terraforming, just come in and deal with it. Did the music stop already? That's going to be down a hill no matter what. There's really no... I mean, I could do it there, but we're still looking at a hill either way. What about on the other side? Okay, we'll do it on the other side. How about you instead? There we go, flatten inward. And then we'll see what you do. Because the slope is too steep. Of course it is. Alternatively, I could put it back here. This is even further being relatively flat. Let's look at this spot that I just made for myself. Have I mentioned how annoying this game is at times? You know what, that's acceptable. A little bit rough right there, but we can do... It's still pretty dramatic, but we can do a little bit of terraforming here. Need you to participate here. This. Well, I mean, it's not like it would be the first cliff we've built upon here, so... Realistically speaking, I would almost just be better off raising the entire hillside here. Can you imagine having to play this game where you're limited in the amount of soil? I think that's a really stupid mechanic that they've got in there by default, where you have to build up your soil reserves to be able to terraform. You just couldn't do it. Barring an incredibly flat map. How do people get away with not having massive terraforming projects? Oh, whatever. Be good enough for now. And this will just be whatever. it can remain as it is. And I'm getting a little bit of jank here. There's a lot of lag going on. No demand for people moving in, because of course not. So let's come back over here, and this is another area that I wish to fix massively. So what we're going to do is we're going to we're just going to take the whole damn thing out. And I'm going to pause because it's going to have a dramatic effect on everything. That area worked, sort of. I am just really tired of how that stuff looks, like the spaghetti everything filling in and contouring to the detail. Like, I really prefer something ordered looking, and my initial vision for this is not how it turned out at all, so we're going to just redo this whole area. Because I'm really tired of how ugly that looks. I mean, it is a massive industrial area. It's going to look ugly no matter what we do, but at least maybe the blocks can make sense, because I don't know how the hell we would ever manage to name streets in this town. So many of the streets go, well, so let's look at this one, for example. There is this street right here that runs all the way here, turns around, and loops into there. There are so many streets like that now in the city. The naming conventions would just be absolutely horrifying. This one, for example, this street right here goes here, here, all the way to here, and that is one street. How would you ever find your place in the city? You know, if you were just coming here, you'd never find a way around. So we're gonna maybe just do deliberate terraforming and force a little bit more order into the city. At least for as long as I feel like, because honestly I'm getting kind of tired of doing this anymore. A little beyond, because I want this to be able to come in here and connect. So why don't we actually, yes, okay, but before we go making a mess, grab this one. I want this to maybe connect up here. Is that it? You know what? That works. As does that, except that's not quite as far away, is it? I guess it is. It's somewhat symmetrical. Okay. So now what we're doing here, I'm gonna come back in here with you. And we'll kind of grab this in. You know what? Since I've done the terraforming this way now, it can just go straight over. Now we don't have to worry about it until we get to say here. Not sure why it's raising up like that. Okay, but not like that. Okay, that is the wrong tool to be using for that. There you go. A pretty severe turn there. We could smooth that out quite a bit, actually. Going back to this tool, maybe. There. Straight? Just... there you go. Okay. You know, I mean, I'm actually okay with not putting the hill back in. Maybe here, maybe we can pull the hill back here. And do that. Let's grab to this level, maybe? There, that looks more natural. Perfect. Okay, then we come in and set these back to rights. And that does create some very tight turns on the intersection here, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to put anything into that corner anyhow, so let's actually just do a little curve. Not like that. Oh my god. Something like that. A little more 90 degrees in your turns there, and then you don't have to worry so much. Okay, back to this. We're just going to have to redo this entire mess. It's close, but it doesn't need to be better. Let's get back into... Before we do that, let's go back into the fishing and find that fisher's market that now I've got even less room for. It doesn't fit there. What else do we have? Fish factory. Oh, wait a minute. How... It could fit up there. One of them could, and then we could still fit something here that's on the outside. So we'll do that. We'll do this fish factory thing up here. And one thing I noticed from the industry that was actually developing out here was that we were getting things that were contextual. I realized that the generic industry does just sort of do whatever it wants, but we were starting to get things like fish stick factories and oh my god. Things that were relevant. And I kind of like that. I do not like this. So I guess we push it back. Unless we can do it over here, this is still also on the slope. It could go back there, though. It looks a little more friendly over here. Slightly. Don't have to worry too much about it. There, that's better. So, I mean, really, these are a little bit slightly more commercial buildings and perhaps would be better on sort of a thoroughfare where people would actually be able to stop, and maybe I should move them up here, but yeah, they're not going to want to live right next to it. It's bad enough it's over the hill, but at least it's kind of protected from them. So, let's go here and hope that we get a lot more fishing-related industry that pops up in here, so it's all relevant. Let that go, and then, speaking of the fishing, we're going to redo this area down here. I would like it to be much more condensed because I've got the marina down here now. I would like to actually have a spot. And I was looking at some more stuff related to water pollution, and we have these floating garbage collectors, and I'm not sure if that put right there is going to prevent some of this pollution that says is here or not, but we'll give it a shot anyhow. So we're going to go back into this. We're going to put down that generic fishing harbor that was... we're going to have to delete that whole road, aren't we? Alright, well, we'll just start over. And I probably should have deleted the roots first, because now it's going to be a pain damn ass. Why would these not just disappear along with the building? That's my question. Makes no damn sense. Right. Can we... I have to pull you back now. Oh no. Also gotten rid of that. That's not what I want to do. Where are you? There you are. Are you fucking kidding me? Can we make it come back? Now it's gonna make a bridge. How the fuck did this happen? What in the hell happened here that made it do this? Not that. God. I've definitely had it with this game. I think we're going to start winding down the series because I'm done with it. It should not be this much of a struggle just to do things. Okay, let's go back, try this. Oh, now all demand is dead, so doesn't matter. We'll do it anyway. Where were we? Anchovy. No, we don't have anchovy here. We need the salmon and... Okay, I can't make you right there. Let's do a little bit of spacing, just a very, very little bit of spacing. Not shellfish either, we need tuna. Okay. Then on this side, this is where we're going to do the farming. So we're going to have the fish farm on this end. Right next to this one on this end. Right next to this one on this end. I think that is that. Okay, before we go further, we're going to come in here, grab our trash, put some trash collectors, and hopefully that will be enough to stop whatever pollution is coming down this way. Let's connect this up again. Oh my god. Nope. Well, it's just gonna look weird. Alright. Where are we that I could maybe... Yeah, good enough. Then we will put that connector back in. And for a million years, we will not have to have any reason whatsoever to put any industry down, because now we've completely used up everything. You need to go back in, fix these junctions so they don't have any need. I don't think that's necessary, to be honest with you. In fact, we could probably just make this a three-way stop. We're not going to get enough traffic on that road to make it worthwhile. And then, well, you know what? Yeah, let's just finish this off. Finish it off and be done with it. that also reminds me, before we go too much further here, one of the things about the trash was that this was showing its garbage reserves were completely full. So I decided to build a few more things for garbage, and I'm just going to build a few more before I completely forget here. So we'll put in that one, not that one, not that one. Was it this one? What the hell is this? Incinerator plant. Oh. Good enough. Another incinerator plant. We have the ultimate recycling plant. Did I ever come over here and talk about this when I put this in? I don't even remember if this was an on-camera deal here. Recycling. This one. Tiny recycling. Good. Hopefully now all of our garbage needs will finally be taken care of, because that was an issue before. This one's not screaming about garbage, so that's a good thing. This needs metals. Did you need metals before? Or did I just pick the wrong one? There was a big thing that did not require as many. I thought I had one that only required 2 things. It was the household plastic factory. Okay, well, we will turn you off. Before I forget that this is a thing, I'll put you down in here. And I realize this is covering up good oil land for extraction, but we will never have to worry about that. Alright. Back to you. We need to finish up fishing routes. And this is just generic fishing does whatever, I guess? I'd like it mostly to come out here. Getting a little bit within range of the tourists. Why are we hearing this song so many times? I put it to you that there is no such thing as a perfect playlist of Kevin MacLeod on YouTube, despite the fact that everyone and their dog has used his songs. That good enough? Better be. Fishing route incomplete. This is the salmon. Needs to be tied into salmon. What the fuck is your problem now? Pollution. Again, which continues to baffle me. I have no idea what the heck it's even talking about. So this is the salmon one, yeah? Which means that it needs to be primarily it'd be nice if you didn't do that. Not going to be a very good one. But as long as it works at all, I will be happy. there's no problem, but there are workers too, so I guess we just have to wait until one of these goes and then it will come back? Give me my valuable statistics? What is even your problem here? It's just a fishing harbor. It doesn't... Low-capacity fishing boats catch all types of fish with a moderate catch rate. To function, it requires a complete looping fishing route that starts and ends at the harbor. Did I not do that? Because I really feel like I did. Actually, we could do better on this one. Because I can have it come along the shoreline here. As it will catch all types of fish, may as well be using that to our advantage. I don't know what it wants with the loop. I don't get that. 35% efficiency, terrible. Don't really care. As long as it's catching fish, that's all I really care about. This one, I have no fucking clue what it's complaining about. A circular route. I guess this doesn't count. I have no idea why. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe this has to come out this way in some direction. I mean, it comes back. It does what it's supposed to do. We can always just delete it and not worry about it, since that is the only one that does not appear to work at all. So, we're done with fishing, and for now, any industry whatsoever. We now have to focus on getting back to some of our commercial. And you know what we're going to do with that? We're just going to come right in here and get started. Screw that, let's just grab this and have some fun. Alright, and that will develop over time. We'll have to come in, maybe finesse a few things. But for now, it's done, as is this episode, because we've gone on far too long redoing everything I just did in the last one. And that means no progress whatsoever. But yeah, I think that I'm either going to adopt a slapdash approach of just put it down and do it, just kind of fill in the city as I can, or we're just going to tighten up what little things I do have here and call it good. Because yeah, I'm ready to be done. This has been going on for almost 60 episodes now, and I think we just need to do something else.
The Forest Service has stated that there is a risk of an imminent forest fire in the area. Residents are advised to avoid forested areas. A forest fire is raging in the area. Leave campsites and tree houses immediately.
Okay, well, we'll deal with that next time.